Hey, first graders. I miss you guys so much. So for art today, we're going to do something fall themed, and it should be something you can do from home. And anytime you see a virtual project for art, remember that if you don't have the materials that I'm using, you can always use whatever you have at home. Okay. First and foremost, I want to take a normal sheet of paper. You could use printer paper. If all you have is lined paper, then use your lined paper. But I only want half of this. So I'm going to fold it like a hot dog. See how it's long and skinny like a hot dog? This is a hamburger size. See how it's short and fat like a hamburger? We want to go like a hot dog. So I'm going to match up the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. And fold my paper in half, because what we're going to draw is a piece of Indian corn on the cob, but Indian corn, which is the stuff that's really colorful. And I love this. You'll see it sometimes at stores for decorations. It's a good touch. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start with a permanent marker so you can see my lines, but you can start drawing your lines with a pencil. I want to give myself about 4 fingers space before starting from this end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a real nice long oval. See how that fills the whole paper? Goes all the way down to this side. It almost touches on both sides. The only side it's short on is the front. Why do you think I want to leave that extra space? How many of you guys have ever peeled the corn cob for your mom or dad? It's because you would have all of this part coming off this way. So you want to kind of create this little fluffy piece that would normally cover your corn cob. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill this oval with corn. So what I want to do is create finger-sized circles. So if I were to put my finger over that, it's about the size of my fingerprint right here. The reason I say that is because you don't want to go too small on this. It'll drive you nuts. So I'm going to go through and fill my paper with the same size circles all the way across the corn cob. Some of them could be bigger. Some of them could be a little bit smaller. You ever see corn, how some of the kernels look a little bigger and some look a little smaller? It gives it good variety to it. And then first graders, remember, what is the word we use for any shape, line, or color that is repeating? Do you remember what that's called? It's called a pattern. Pattern is when we repeat the same shape, line, or color inside of a space. And today we have a pattern of circles filling our corn. Okay, now that I have all my circles, I'm going to take different colors of markers. This is where it gets really fun because you can have all different colors. It does not have to be one color or another. You can really actually use as many colors as you want. And what we're going to do is color in different circles throughout the space with some of the color that I have. And as I get done with one color, I might put that aside. Now, sometimes the same color might touch in an area. Other times you might not see it, but spaced out a little bit. So I'm going to go around my whole corn and add colors to my corn cob. And this is really fun because you can use whatever colors you have at home. I'm using marker. You could use crayon or colored pencil or whatever you guys have. I love to teach this one face-to-face because we usually make our circles with black crayon, and then we would paint these circles inside with watercolor paint. And that's a really fun way to do it. But we can have just as much fun using the colors and materials that we have at home. So don't ever feel like you have to go out and buy anything. You should be able to do my projects right from home. Okay, I like to fill my empty spaces between all of these colors with yellow. So you can fill that with a little bit of color. And now you have this beautiful decoration to hang from your fridge at home. Make sure before you finish that you take a picture of your artwork and post it back on my assignment so I can see what you did. All right. Bye, guys. I miss you so much.